Some Maryland property owners may be at risk of having their land surveyed without their permission. It's part of the approval process for the controversial Maryland Piedmont Reliability Project.
According to a memo today, PSEG, the company behind the project, says it will seek a court order for right of entry onto any property where the owners have not already given permission for a survey. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Maxine Stryker.
And I'm Kai Jackson. Now, for months, residents in Carroll, Frederick, and Baltimore counties say that project would destroy their homes and jobs.
You are tearing up the livelihood of a lot of farmers.
There's a sign the gentleman's holding for me that says no trespassing, private property protected by the Second Amendment. And we do have the right to bear arms to protect our property.
Pardon the French, it's bureaucratic bullshit.
The company behind the project says it's essential to meeting Maryland's rising energy needs, but others question how much of the plan will actually benefit Maryland.
Tonight, we have team coverage as Gary Collins looks into whether more nuclear power could be an answer to Maryland's energy issues.
But we begin with Keith Daniels and the frustration over this new right of entry statement from PSEG. Keith.
Well, Maxine, for the opposition, frustration over the matter just seems to keep growing and growing. And tonight, we hear from one voice who's speaking out and feeling frustration for many as the latest developments unfold. Betsy McFarland and her husband live in Adamstown, Maryland, in Frederick County. Their home on 3 acres of land with a wooded, picturesque backdrop.
And I will do everything in my power not to see it destroyed.
But the serenity of their home now dealt another blow with the latest developments involving the Maryland Piedmont Reliability Project. McFarland, one of the hundreds of landowners impacted by the potential plan.
And they want to take this piece of land here from my deck down to that creek and put clear cut it and put power lines right through it.
PSEG, the company behind the potential placement of power lines along about 70 miles through 3 Maryland counties, said Wednesday it will now seek a court order for right of entry onto any property where the owners have not already given permission to allow crews to survey the land.
When I saw the news this morning, my blood pressure just went way up. But I thought that, you know what? Here they go again. This company out of New Jersey is trying to come through and bully me, and I'm not going to stand for it. And neither will anybody else who is along the route of this project.
In a press release, the developer said it would prefer to avoid having to take court action and is willing to have discussions with landowners regarding compensation for the right of entry. But still, the opposition.
Well, they already sent us a letter saying they would give us $1,000 if we would let them on our land. But honestly, why should we lift a finger to help them get what they need to take our land?
Sure, people are riled up, but I think that's acceptable, and I think it's expected, and I think it's okay.
Joanne Frederick is president of the Stop MPRP group, the organization that represents the landowners in their fight to pull the plug on this power project. Frederick, who's also an impacted landowner, admits she was taken by surprise by the latest developments, but vows their fight is not over yet.
No, I don't want them. No, none of us do. Do we want this company in Maryland? They're not here now. We don't have to let them into our state. And if this is the way they're going to treat the people they want to, quote, work with over the next 30 years, I don't think so. We deserve better.
I have a constitutional right to allow who I want on my land. And I don't want some company from New Jersey coming here, assessing me, and trying to build this power line that will destroy what I have worked so hard all of my life to earn and own.
Well, opponents say having power lines on their property would reduce their property's value. Meantime, we've also seen fierce opposition to the project from county council members in Frederick, Baltimore, and Carroll counties. In the studio, Keith Daniels, Fox 45 News.
I'm Kai Jackson. Thank you for watching. Here's another video to watch. Also, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel.